I'm recording this video, I think later than I have recorded any video that I've ever done in the last fucking 2 years. Maybe. I don't know. This thing is recorded at like 11:20 p.m. because I've been kind of busy today. Well, not really busy. Kinda. Not really. I've just been tired as hell. I've been working the last couple of days, so I've been a little bit busy. Today was like my extra long shift day, so I was like, fuck, I gotta lock in and get ready to go. But hey, it's cool. We are back here today, you little oddballs. It's your boy Core Boy. I forgot how to do an intro, but it's fine. We're on Halo Infinite. We chilling the fuck out. We having a good time. But today I kind of just wanted to do like a sit down and talk video. Nothing like super serious. Well, I guess kinda. Because I do feel like I put out a video a couple days ago, and I feel like that video has been a little bit misconstrued in I guess the topic of the video, talking about how I couldn't find FFA lobbies, and it's definitely like hit some people that don't play Halo anymore, and of course they're like, "Good, I'm happy the game's dying. It's terrible. It's blah blah blah. This and that and this." And then on top of that, like I've had a lot of people seemingly pretty upset with me recently for things that I say online. Not anything bad. It's mostly the fact that like I'm someone who's like pretty positive about gaming, and I always have been, and like that's part of the reason why I started making YouTube content in the first place was I personally got really tired of a lot of the negative gaming content that kept getting pushed into like my algorithm and stuff. And at least for me personally, like I hate negativity when it surrounds something that like people say they enjoy. Like I get it, man. I've played some bad games in my life, games that I don't necessarily find great, and I have definitely said my piece on some games, especially games that have disappointed me. And I've made that known as of last couple of months with a certain game. I'm not gonna say. I just don't want to talk about it anymore at this point because it's not the kind of content that I want to push and what I want to do. There's definitely things that I've critiqued in games, but like nonetheless, like things that like so weird to me is that like people are so negative about games like right out the gate before they ever play them or anything, or just overly negative about everything in gaming. And to me, it's always really thrown me off, and I've never understood it because why do you complain about something so much that you quote unquote enjoy? It's always been so fucking weird to me. I don't understand it. But like genuinely, I've never understood that whole thing. And I guess because like at least for me in gaming, like this is something that goes back to like being extremely young. Also, I don't know what is going on with my FPS right now in Infinite. What the fuck? Why am I only getting 100 FPS on fucking Wi-Fi? Also, yeah, I just hopped into a bot lobby because I haven't played in a couple of days, and I was like, I'm gonna just get a little aim training session. Get not aim training, but you all know what I mean. Get a little fucking practice in before I actually start playing here in a minute, because I'm gonna play a couple other games before I end up going to bed. Um, but like I've never understood that whole like mentality of like let's just be overly negative about games. Also, this FPS thing's really throwing me off. But I don't really care. I'm not looking to really edit this video much. I'm just trying to get it out. Also, to the guy who was complaining about my aim in Infinite a couple days ago when I made that video, I would like to apologize for upsetting you. I'm gonna be real. I have not been playing nearly as much recently, so like switching between the games I have been playing and this, which is mostly Borderlands, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a switch up. And it kind of throws my little brain off a little bit. Whoa. But like I don't understand the point of being so negative towards the thing that you enjoy. And like that's like I was trying to say earlier, like that's kind of the part of the reason why I started making content in the first place was like I got tired of logging on here just seeing negative gaming content all the time, and I was like, man, I just want to be excited for games, man. That's all I want to be. And like, I don't care if, like, for example, I think the biggest thing recently that I've like kind of had this issue with was like the Black Ops 7 reveal. Like, listen, I've critiqued COD a lot, okay? Like, I have. If you've been around this channel, I've critiqued COD a lot. I've made fun of COD, but inevitably, and I have to state this because I'm honest at least here with my content and what I do. I'm not just gonna lie to you all. I do love Call of Duty, like genuinely. Call of Duty is one of the first FPS games I fell in love with whenever I was really young. I've been playing since MW2, well, World of War MW2 era. I was like kind of in between those two. Um, and I love those fucking games, man. Like genuinely, COD is a game that does inevitably mean a lot to me because it was like a game that me and all my friends could play. It was always easy to pick up. All of us had it because we all bought it every year. And it's just one of those games. And also, I've always liked the gameplay of COD, and I feel like there's never been a game that's done COD the way that COD does. And while, don't get me wrong, I loved X Defiant. I was making X Defiant content there for a good while, and I loved that game. But I didn't love it for the necessary, like, reasons I loved COD. It, like, gave a different thing. While it was, like, pretty similar, and I did feel like at some points, like, that game could have truly competed against COD, it wasn't Call of Duty. Like, that's one thing that nothing will ever have on COD, is that just no other game can be Call of Duty because of the way Call of Duty plays, how Call of Duty is made, how it's presented. And like I said, I know people have a lot of issues with, like, for example, a lot of, like, the collab skins they've put into the game, how if focused they've been on microtransactions and stuff like that. Like, trust me, man, I understand that. But overall, when a new COD gets announced, I try to be excited for it, because here's the thing, man. I don't want the games that I like to be bad. It's as simple as that. And I've stated that a lot recently with, I guess I will have to name drop this game, and because I've stated it in a video, I think fairly recently. But a big thing I've talked about is Splitgate 2 and how much I genuinely do not like that game compared to Splitgate 1. And that's why I haven't been doing content on it, is because I simply did not enjoy the game. And I've said it multiple times, like, well, I don't like the game. I don't want the game to fail. And I want them to, like, you know, do something that might actually appeal to me as a player. And that's what I want to see, because like I said, don't want to see the games that I love fail. I don't want to see any game fail, man. That just puts the whole gaming world in a bad spot if that happens. Rather it's the developers themselves or the player bases, the communities, etc. Like, I don't want to see that kind of stuff because I love this whole world so much. Rather it's Halo, rather it's COD, rather it's Gears or Borderlands or whatever it may be. Like, I just love video games because it's something to me that has always meant a lot to me. It's one of the things that I got into as a kid to help, you know, deal with a lot of traumas in my life, and I'll always love it for that. And that's a big reason why gaming has been such a integral, massive part of my entire being over the last, you know, 20 so years at this point. So it just always, like, really confused me, and it's one thing I've always, like, aimed to be in the Halo community, is like, hey, yes, I will critique the game when I need to, but more than anything, I'm going to be a good light in this community of, like, hey, I care about this game series a lot, and I think that this game is actually really good, and I'm not going to bullshit you on it. Like, I'm going to tell you how I feel about the game, and I've been pretty clear and honest about that. I know some people will see me talk good about Infinite and be like, oh, you're just a 343 shill. You have to be paid with how good you talk about Infinite. No, I just really like this fucking game, man. And I'll be honest, I fell for it at first. Whenever Infinite first came out, I played it once or twice. I seen people talking shit about it, and I was like, yeah, this game has to be pretty bad. And I didn't touch it for about a year or two after that at that point. From there, I quite literally got bored one day, and I was like, I really want to play some Halo. Downloaded MCC, was playing with some friends for a couple of days, had a blast, because I love playing old school Halo. No matter what you all think, I love old school Halo. It's literally what I grew up on. I don't know why I wouldn't love it, but hey, you know, it's just how some of you people are. But was playing it, and then one day I was like, you know what, I kind of want to try Infinite. I want to really give this game a shot, because I haven't in a while. I want to see how it feels, see if I like it. And I remember me and my buddy Bradshaw downloaded it, and it was just like, oh, yeah, this game's pretty fucking good. Like, I really, really like this game, and I kind of want to keep playing it a lot. And I did that. I have over 170 days played in this game. Like, that's how much I fucking love this goddamn game. I did the hero grind. I've completed every single pass that's been added, etc. I love this fucking game, okay? Like, genuinely speaking, I fucking love Halo Infinite. And it's not a joke. It's not me, like, trying to bait or anything. I genuinely love this game. I love how it plays. I love how it feels. I love how it looks. It's everything. I just really, really, really like this game. And then I decided one day, because I, yet again, got kind of bored, I was like, you know, what if I, like, made a Halo video? Like, I had never had in mind to, like, do content creation. I mean, I was streaming here and there just because, like, I did it for fun, and it was enjoyable. Like, I like streaming. I like streaming with my, like, just playing with my buddies, having fun. I've always, like, kind of say this, like, I don't care about viewership or anything. Like, the main thing I've always streamed for more than anything is to kind of have, like, a time capsule of funny moments with my friends. And, like, I know a lot of people probably don't believe that, or be like, nah, that's just bullshit. That's just your excuse because you don't have views or whatever. It's not. Like, I have a lot of clips on my Twitch, and even clips that are no longer on my Twitch that I just have saved personally, that are, like, moments that me and my friends look back on, like, really fondly. And it's something that's always meant a lot to me, because my main way I've always hung out with my friends is through video games. And, you know, from our really young days, I don't have clips from those eras. Like, those are things that didn't exist. We have to live off of it based off of memory. And sometimes that's not the most true. Like, things change, the stories get mixed up, whatever. And so I was like, I'm going to make a YouTube video because I just want to see how I feel about it. Like, will I actually keep playing Infinite? And I think the first one that I ever made, I did like a funny moments video from streams, and that video is still funny despite there being some people in that video that I don't talk to anymore and I'm not friends with. And surely if they were happen to like see this video, I hope they're all doing well. I do not care how our friendship ended. I hope you're doing well. Like, it's been years at this point. Like, shit changes, people change, you grow up a little bit. And that's something I've always like kind of tried to do. But besides that, like, I made a video on season 5 Reckoning whenever it came out, because I was really excited for it, because I was playing Infinite quite a bit, and I was like, okay, cool, there's a new season coming out, make a video on it, see how it's, see if I want to continue doing this. And then I kind of started falling in love with it, and I fell in love with the Halo community. Despite there being some definite oddballs in this community, I do love this community a lot. Like, I think the player base of Halo is so unique and something that no other game really matches up to, because no other game series fans will die for Halo, like, die for their series as hard as actual Halo fans will. Like, the people who love it all. And that's kind of how I am. I love the lore and the story of Halo. I love the competitive side of Halo. I love everything that involves this fucking series, and it's because I fell in love with it at a young age. It was the first ever FPS experience I had, mind you, so it was a huge eye-opener for me. Like, I didn't know this kind of game existed, and then I got randomly invited to a LAN party with my brother, and this is what they were playing. I'd never heard of Halo, never played it, and I fell in love. And then I literally got an Xbox 360 just so I could play Halo when Halo 3 came out, because it was the only thing that I wanted to play. Of course, that didn't lead me to getting into Gears of War and everything, but that's besides the point. We're talking about, Halo right now. But yeah, I love this series. And therefore, I never want to be fucking negative about it. Like, yes, I have been through the fucking slumps, okay, buddy? I was there for the Halo 4 days, okay? If you think the Infinite days are bad, you weren't there for Halo 4. You weren't there for the absolute hell of the community that was when Halo 4 existed. It was pretty bad. It was not a good time by any means necessary. It was pretty miserable. And then we got over to Halo 5, and I've stated in videos a lot of times that, like, I had a pretty big life switch up happen whenever Halo 5 was, like, the game. So, compared to a lot of people, I really didn't get to have a lot of time with Halo 5. But I do look at 5 very, very fondly. While I wasn't really keeping up with the esport nearly as much, like, kind of here and there, not nearly as much as I do now or have prior, but I remember playing, like, a lot of, like, Warzone and Warzone Firefight with my buddy Bradshaw, who is, like, kind of my tried and true Halo buddy. I've told multiple stories on this fucking channel about how we became friends through Halo and everything, and, like, in real life, like, through school, but then, like, ultimately through Halo. Yeah, we played it, like, quite a bit, and then I had a pretty big life switch up, and I wasn't able to really play Halo 5 after that, so I didn't play Halo 5 after that. But then, Infinite came out. Like I said, I kind of fell for the whole thing of, like, yeah, this game has to be terrible because absolutely no one likes it, so therefore it must be really bad. And then I actually started playing it myself, and I was like, you know what, I actually really, really like this game. It's really, really fun, and I don't know, I've been in love with it ever since. And while I've definitely not been playing Halo Infinite nearly as much as I was at one point, just because I've been focused on other realms of content and other games that I really want to play, because I don't like just playing one game forever. Well, I kind of do, but, like, not to that degree, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just such a weird thing to me, and I've never really understood it as a gamer, of why people are so negative towards gaming. And I think it's something that would actually help gaming a lot, is if people were more positive towards things. Like, yes, man, not every game is a perfect 10 out of 10. And some games are better than others. But if you do like a game, you can find elements that you like. Like I said, with, like, Black Ops 7, like, I've seen the gameplay for like, when they did, like, the little multiplayer showcase. And I was like, holy shit, this game might actually be really good, because I want to be optimistic, because, yet again, I like and care about the game series, like, genuinely speaking. So yeah, I want to be fucking optimistic about it. I really want to like the game, because it's quite literally, it looks like Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3 had a baby, and I think that's kind of dope. With Black Ops 2 weapons, which is even more dope, okay? Like, that's the coolest thing ever. Why would I not want to fucking play that? Like, come on, I was around, brother. Okay, I was watching Ilcams. Like, fuck out of here. I was watching, young Scump and Nadeshot. Like, I was in the fucking era, brother. But overall, I don't know. It's just a weird thing to me. Like I said, I hate negativity more than anything when it comes to anything that I love. Rather it's music, gaming, stuff like that. Like, I know I've talked about it a couple times here, but I do run like a little like music blog thing with a really good friend of mine, and like that's one thing that like is our only rule for the entire thing. We have one rule, which is never talk bad about a band, because I don't want to waste my fucking time talking about shit that I don't fucking like. Why would I do that? And don't get me wrong, there's games I've been excited for that I say I'm gonna make content on, and then I turn out to really not enjoy it and don't find a need to make content on it. And that's, like I said, okay. But I'm not gonna waste my fucking time on it. You see what I mean? It's pretty simple. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to waste my fucking time. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not a full-time fucking content creator. First of all, I have a full-time job. Whenever I'm doing content and I'm, recording videos, streaming, etc., I'm literally here to enjoy my fucking time doing it. Because it's the little bit of my fucking day where I'm not at work and not stressed out about life. And that's what I want it to be. So why would I want to waste the couple hours of my fucking day that I get, or my days off that I have, complaining about shit? It's just completely pointless to me. Now, I know some of you might like come by and be like, "Oh, you don't seem super positive on fucking stream because you're always being mean to your friends." No, I'm not fucking mean to my friends. We are just kind of dickheads to each other. It's just how we are as fucking friends. Like, yes, you've probably seen me bully Austin multiple times. It's out of love because I care about the fella, but also, it's just what homies do. I'm pretty fucking positive about games though, and like I said, it might help you a lot too. You might actually enjoy games more if you continue to stay a little bit more positive about games, because I think it's good for everybody to take the things that they love and actually be positive and okay with them. First of all, change is okay, but also change can be bad. But you can always find goodness in something that you love. Like I said, Infinite has a lot of fucking problems. The netcode is not that fucking great. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Netcode in the game pretty dodgy at times. This shit more dodgy than fucking. I don't fucking know. I don't want to make an analogy that's gonna make people mad because I don't want to hear them in my fucking comment section and wake up to or get off of work to fucking 800 comments calling me fat. Like, yeah, sure. Yeah, you're right. Like, yeah, buddy, damn fucking straight I am, but I don't need to hear it 1,000 fucking times. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about today. I didn't have much else to say. It's just kind of a short little sit down and talk video because I like doing these sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna hop out of here. I love you all, and yeah, later, dudes.